Now you may be wondering what on earth I'm doing, spooling up a obviously very old reel on an obviously very old rod. But all will become clear soon. I'm going perch fishing, but perch fishing with a slight difference. Okay, it's March the 14th, it's the last day of the course fishing season in rivers, and I just thought I'd come out on this lovely evening and do a little bit of perch fishing. But today I thought I'd do something different, and what I thought I'd do is compare my modern equipment with some very old gear I've got to see which is more fun to fish with. I think we all know what the answer will be, but let's find out. So this is my modern gear. It's a Cardinal SX, an Abu Cardinal SX 4 to 20 gram sort of LRF light spinning rod. It's not super expensive, but it's nice, and that's teamed with a Shimano TP twin power C2000S, which is an expensive reel, a lovely reel. It's a lovely setup, and I'm comparing that with by the way, I'm fishing. I'll be fishing a Ned rig on this, in green, my favourite colour, and I'm comparing that with this, which is this is my very first ever fishing rod. So this is from about 1976, 74, 72, I don't know, something like that. It's a solid glass Abu spinning rod. Came as a part of a kit. This is not the original reel that came with it. This is in fact an Intrepid Black Prince, which I had one of around the same time, or later actually, I bought later. The metal ferrule joining the two halves of the rod snapped, and a teacher at my school, Mr. Barnett, the metalwork teacher, machined me a new one out of brass. We glued it on, and it's still there today. In the old days, I used to re-ring rods, and so I did, this is all re-rung, I mean, you can see it's all quite rough, but look, I did this bit of fanciness here, and I even put in a little clip for the hook, which wasn't there before. It's also had a new bit of cork put on the end. Yeah, I mean, it really has, it's been in the wars. This thing has been 30 foot down, half of it's been 30 foot down in a Spanish, in the sea, in the Med off southern Spain. It really has lived. I caught my first ever fish on this rod, and my second ever fish, and lots of other fish afterwards. But it is old. I'm fishing a Ned rig on this too. This is a ZMan something, because I thought if I were fishing old school for perch, I should really use a Meps or some other bladed spinner with this, but I thought I'd make it fair, because this is the Ned rig is much more effective. So let's give it a go. I've loaded this line up with, this reel up with 6-pound line. Snagged on the bottom there. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of this debris about in the river at the moment. That is just what comes down the river in the winter. Let's just try. Let's try going there and sort of jigging it up. This reel seat is keeps coming undone. Yeah, there's not a lot to be said for this particular outfit. Well, it still works. I mean, you can say that for it. the reel. The reel must be a 1970s reel. It still works, and it's not been given a whole load of TLC. Let's just see what I've got. See if there's any debris on the hook. It's getting rougher and rougher actually. I mean, it needs a bit of TLC. Maybe that's what I'll do before I try this again in the summer, is give it a little service, because they're very simple. They're quite very simple to service. Come on, perch. Oh. Like a knock. So I'm going to try the same thing with the outfit that weighs, it's like a wand. This is even bigger. Oh, this is a quality branch. It's going to be quite difficult against the current. It's not in the current yet. It's going to swing around any minute now. There we go. Oh yeah, kiting. Get it across the current. Oh, fuck. Yeah, my rod's hooped over. It's interesting that I didn't hook any of these on the other setup, which has actually got a heavier lead head on. Like it's just luck, I guess. Now, where am I hooked into it? There. Oh, let's do a hand land. I think we'll need the net for this one. Look at that. That's a splendid specimen branch. Well, maybe I'll change this into a branch fishing video. I can definitely confirm that tackle has come on since the 1970s. I mean, admittedly, that is... Ooh, no, it was just a bottom. Admittedly, that is a very expensive reel against what was even at the time a cheap reel. And it's a sort of lower end rod against an absolute bargain basement. This was a beginner's spinning outfit, 6.5 foot rod and a very cheap Daiwa reel, preloaded with line. And that was my first outfit. And the line lay is not the most even. I might have slightly overfilled it actually. I thought I hadn't, but certainly the way it's looking now, it looks like I have. So maybe it's not its fault. I'd say rarely do the perch feed here. Have I had, well no, I don't know if they feed, but I haven't had a lot of action as the sun's setting. And even though it's supposed to be a really good time for perch, particularly big perch, maybe the little ones that were all hiding, which is sort of what I was hoping for today. I'm giving up on over there. I mean, I may or may not have had a bite. So I'm going to try down here again. Oh, I don't believe it. I've got a fish. I have actually caught a perch. Oh, and it's come off because I didn't have my landing net. Badly hooked Ned rig. As that's what that little extra spike is supposed to prevent. Right, well, take the net. That wasn't the world's most sensitive it wasn't the world's most sensitive setup, I have to say. It looked like a nice kind of 6-8 ounce perch. Right, okay, so time to try the other outfit. It really is. It's like I'm not fishing with anything at all every time I pick it up. It's so light. Another. Well, the new outfit is giving the old outfit a battering on the branches. It's 3 quality branches to 1 basically twig. Oh, fish, 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 fish. Oh, that looks like quite a good perch there. I think I want the net. Oh, come on, out of the way. That is a big perch. That looks like a PB from here. Come on, into the net. Yes! Oh, wow. Wow, look at you, my beauty. Right, I'm going to weigh that. That is blimmin' excellent. £1 9 ounce. £1 9 ounce. That is a PB from here. What a beautiful fish. Look at that. Can you get your fin up? Last day of the season, a lovely PB perch from here. How gorgeous, you old warrior. Let's get you back in. And down he swims. Beautiful. So, 2 outfits. You won't be at all surprised to learn that the one in my left hand, the modern outfit, is much more pleasant to fish with, much easier to fish with. It's lighter, the reel retrieves much more quickly, it's much easier to keep in touch with the lure and to hit fish. I had 1 take on this and 1 fish. On this I had 3 or 4 takes and lost a fish. It's heavier, but in terms of sentiment, I've got to have another go with this. I'm going to have another go with this, and I'm going to catch a perch on it in the summer. It'll be the first fish I've caught on it since probably 1977, maybe 1978. It'd be brilliant.